should be probably practically through, so let's continue with our case. Ghost busted. Case 05. According to the butler, there have been a number of unexplained incidents at the residence, collectively known as the 6 White House Horrors. Catriel and Co. begin their investigations by questioning locals in order to find out more about the spooky stories. Hello, the Benjamin. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. So, we are currently at Madame de Blaze's residence because we wanted to ask her about the White House source. So we have the ghost in the window, ghost in the garden, ghost by the cellar. Oh! Look, Miss, so the cat paraphernalia has been replaced with iguana trinkets and ornaments. Madame wasn't exaggerating in the letter, was she? Where did she even get this much iguana stuff? Is that's an iguana logi. That's weird. Suppose the lady of Madame de Blaze standing in Wales can lay her hands on whatever she likes. Well, let's not allow this iguanatopia to distract us from our mission. To us, Madame had the White House of Horrors. That's so cute. And Rexy Wexy is there too. Honestly, I think having an iguana is way better than having a cat as pet. Good evening, madam. I'm sorry to drop in unannounced like this. Catriel, darling. I'm delighted to see you, and so's Rexy Wexy, of course. Just look at him. Is that a delighted iguana, Miana? I'm a profound analyst of human behavior, Catriel. Iguanas are not my thing. Oh, I believe we met before, haven't we? Yes, it was at the Savoy, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, yes, and thank you again for your cooperation in that case. Not at all. No, tell me what brings you here today. Not a case. Actually, you were investigating the so-called 6 White House Horrors from Liza White. Oh yes, of course. It was I who gave Liza your details, you know. And do you know anything about the strange happenings at the White Residency, madam? One hears tales, yes, I remember one particular, the Searching Soul it's called. So? Yes, the story tells of a most petrifying spirit that wanders the corridors of that stately old house. Night after night it stalks its prey, striking terror into the hearts of any visitors, unfortunately enough to encounter it. Well, the Searching Soul is certainly a blood-curdling tale, madam. Poor Liza, she was always a rather quiet young girl, but ever since her mother and father passed, she has seemed rather in the doldrums. I do hope you'll help her. I'm quite sure if anyone can solve the mystery, it's you, darling. Thank you for your confidence in my abilities, madam. Well, I think we now know all 6 of the White House horror stories, don't we? Yes, the ghost in the garden, the wraith at the window, the possessed puppet, the sealed cellar, the morbid mirror, and the searching soul. Now let's return to the house and determine whether there's any truth in these suspicious alliterative tales. Alliterative? Whatever. I guess let's get spooked. Good evening again, ladies. It's one to understand that you are now apprised of the details on the 6 White House horrors. Yes, we found out about our 6. Now we need to investigate them. We need to access to the house to do that, of course. Would that be alright? Leave no stone unturned, ma'am. It's Miss Wright's sincerest hope that you are able to explain these happenings. Well, starting with the ghost in the hallway, how about we ask him about that? Because that seems to be the likeliest thing, right? Ben, let's tackle these tales one by one and see if we can explain what's been going on. You seem suddenly more upbeat, Indiana. I think it highly likely that these ghosts are nothing more than people's eyes playing tricks on them. I'm sure that once we investigate these supernatural phenomena, it would turn out to be simple illusions. On the other hand, we might prove that they're real. No. Miss Layton, I think it's time we stop teasing Miss Perfetti and we started our investigation, don't you? Yes, you're right. Let's begin with the first day we heard, shall we? The ghost in the garden. Wooster said he saw a number of ghosts in the ground of the house, didn't he? I wonder where the garden they would have been. Hello there, Chris. Hope you're well. According to my notes, Inspector Hastings hasn't got much of a stomach for these kind of scary cases. Okay, well, it's interesting. Huh? Did you just see that hairy light floating up in the sky? Yes, perhaps it was one of the ghosts. I see you found evidence. Huh? It's not Wooster. Again, it's Wooster. Just getting ready for work. Are you feeling okay? Yes, I'm doing pretty well. I'm just very tired. Because, again, I had a very busy day today, but else I'm doing pretty good. And my allergies are still annoying, but, you know, we can ignore those. Oh, you appeared out of nowhere, so I thought despicable of me to have startled you in that way, madam. I beg your pardon. It was exactly like this, the ghost gathering by night. Posting poltergeist. Big group of ghosts have appeared. They will run away if they are hit by a flash of light that's the same color as them. Flash can only reach ghosts in front, but the ghosts behind come forward to fill in any gaps. Each color flash has a limited number of uses. Eliminate all of the ghosts using the number of flashes you have at your disposal. Okay. Pink first. Then blue. We're gonna first green. Then pink. Blue. Pink. Green. And we have one green left. Okay. Well. So I guess. That won't work either. I need to start off with pink. And then we need to get rid of blue. Then another pink. Then we can do green. And then blue. Then pink. Then green. There we go. Got it.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
So I guess Christmas lights are there to scare off colorful ghosts? Is that what I'm learning out of this riddle? Most meritorious performance, madam, if you will excuse me. What on earth did he show up for like that? What's that on the floor over there? Ines, pick it up, would you? Yes, miss. Are you sure it's not dangerous or cursed? It's a balloon, I think. So it is. A deflated balloon. You think the ghost we saw before could have been... Suddenly on a dark night, balloons blowing around in the air could look rather ghosty. Are you suggesting the ghosts in the garden were nothing more than a bunch of balloons? I feel this mystery is starting to unravel. Let's see what we can find out about this raft at the window next. There's so many windows visible from here. I wonder which one the ghostly figure appeared at. A ghost with angel wings. Nah, it's arms and them. Just the fabric hanging, I presume. Okay, up there. Too many windows. That doesn't look much like a ghost. Like some kind of silhouette, but not like a ghost. Did you see that, Damiana? A ghostly figure just appeared. There's no need to sound quite so happy about a Catriel. Well, it's not every day you see a ghost, is it? We're lucky. I'd rather win the lottery, personally. Good evening, ma'am. Another sighting, I believe. Rooster, are you startled me again? The apparition just observed is none other than the aptly named Raph at the window. For its silhouette, at least, it's quite removed from that of an ordinary mortal, indeed. As in this puzzle. Why does he have a puzzle for every one of the Raphs? Or maybe every one of the Raphs, I mean, so far. There's a silhouette of something behind the curtain. It's made up of 3 statues, but which ones? Look at the statues and select which 3 are the ones lying behind the curtain. The statues cannot be taken apart and must be used entirely. None of them have anything extra on the rear side. So it must be one with hair. And one with tail down below. We could turn one of them around, I guess. Like if we use this one, and then we use 2 that have these things, we can just turn them around. And have the middle and the top parts, right?
This analysis would be simplicity itself.
No.
What could possibly have gone wrong?
What? Why? Why no? Yeah, but I got that. Where's the problem? If you turn these around, isn't this one? Oh, you don't get the other arm, never mind. I meant to, not this one. This one fits. So we don't need that, get that from here. But we need the other wing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was my fault.
And the answer will drop out. Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
Got it. Easy. I mean, not quite. I messed it up first, but you know, in theory, easy. Any puzzle can be solved with the application of logic. A stirring performance, Miss Perfetti. Most exceptional. Now, if you will excuse me. Why does he keep appearing and then disappearing again like that? Isn't that a... Look at this, Amiana. You wouldn't expect something like this to be hidden in the bushes, wouldn't you? A projector? Yes, any imagery projected from here would look enormous on the wall. So the Raph at the window is just a piece of cinematic trickery? Well, first so-called ghost in the garden and now the Raph at the window. Both of them were set up by someone. Which means the remaining 4 tales of supernatural phenomena may well turn out to be fake too. Yes, which one came next? It was the possessed puppet, wasn't it? Let's head to the living room and carry on investigating there. Well, so far so disappointing for ghost lovers. Here we are back inside the mist. So, on to investigating the next of the 6 mysterious happenings. This is where that possessed puppet is supposed to have been, isn't it? Yes, the one that moves on its own according to the crackle loudly. Well, I cannot read. Doesn't matter. And it's in here somewhere as we speak, probably? Do you know? I can actually feel someone's eyes boring into me. That's a butler. Good evening again. I trust the investigations are progressing favorably. Whoop. Gosh, I'd say you'd rather startle me, Wooster. You have a habit of appearing when we least expect you, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. I endeavour to be present at all times, yet never conspicuously so. It is a butler's duty. It strikes me that butlers are not unlike ghosts, appearing out of nowhere and disappearing again into thin air. Careful, miss. He might hear you. I wish you luck with your investigations, ma'am. Alright, then let's see what we can find out about this possessed puppet. Where is it? I wonder. I moved the puppet here. It moved even though it didn't lay a paw on it. It's alive. It isn't. Isn't it sweet? What a lovely face. Have a care, sir. Alright, I was expecting at that time he's losing his edge. Remember Miss White as a young child doting on that very puppet when it was still ordinary. She would play with it rather like these finger puppets, in fact. It's just stalled and the mechanism is just a bit broken. Puppetry with finger puppets on 2 hands. You need to move the finger puppets so that there's a blue on each thumb and a red one on each little finger. And then now to have the same color puppets next to each other. Touch the finger. Okay. So... I mean... Wrong one. I need to use this one. Then move it there and then move it back there. And I even made them symmetrical. Can't stay because you're eating Mexican food, but hi. See you later, maybe. Well, enjoy your food. Thanks for chiming in. You look, I did it. The finger puppets look pretty pleased too. There's more than one way to solve this one. I see Lady Layton is blessed not only with exceptional puzzle-solving abilities, but also an exceptional puzzle-solving assistant. Thank you, Wooster. Do my utmost to be a worthy member of the Layton Detective Agency. In fact, miss, I think I may have discovered something important. Yes, Ernest, what is it? Look here, there's some sort of device inside this puppet. So there is. He sniffed that out pretty quickly, Pinstripes. I was thinking to myself that the puppet's movements looked rather mechanical somehow, you see. Yes, that would explain how the puppet was able to move without anybody touching it. So it's just a wind-up doll? I really don't see what all the fuss is about here. Why are people so scared of these obvious childish pranks? Says the woman who was cowering behind a chair until a few moments ago. What's the matter with your dog, Catriel? Why does she always bark at me like that? Yes, well, there are only 3 of the 6 Lighthouse horror stories left. No, next it was, the sealed cellar mist. We have to find the way down there. A cellar, sir? I've been in service here at the Wright Residency for a considerable number of years. But not once have I heard mention of a cellar, sir, nor have I seen evidence of it. Didn't think old terrorists would let us down there. Looks like we'll have to sniff out the entrance ourselves. Don't imagine it will be easy to find. After all, it's called the sealed cellar. So this is going to be fun. Come along, let's start looking. I actually am quite enjoying this one. This story is quite fun. Rooster, is this fireplace not in use? Indeed, ma'am. Miss Wright tells me she's most comfortable when there's something of a chill in the air. Ah, I see. An unused fireplace? The perfect place for hidden secrets, I say. So would I. Just hadn't voiced it yet. Stop stealing my thunder. Oh, really? You were thinking the same thing, Emiliana? Naturally, being a residence of some considerable size, there are 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 rooms that remain unoccupied. 3 or 4, and I don't even have a counter. The late Mr. White once posted a most interesting conundrum about an unopened room, in fact. Hello? This is a closed room that no one ever enters. However, 1 year has passed and it seems that something in the room has changed. What is it? 1 year has passed, huh? There would be no water in here, right? Just saying. After a year?
Do it, I think.
Yes.
Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Easy. Thing that has changed was the water jet at the back of the room. 1 year and the water inside has evaporated. Begs the question, who could have put the water in a room that no one ever enters in the first place? Ghosts can't grab things, at least not to my knowledge, so... Probably somebody maybe sleepwalking. Happens. Most extraordinary performance. That is a somewhat taxing puzzle. Well, every puzzle has a solution, Wooster, just as every mystery has an explanation. Look at the fireplace, a passageway opened up leading underground. Well, the sealed cellar. How would anybody know? Like, you know? Well, that looks like a way into the sealed cellar. Let's see what's down there. Would a lantern perhaps be of assistance, ma'am? I carry it with me when I'm patrolling the grounds at night. Thank you, Wooster. Shall we then, Emiliana? Sorry? Go on down there, I mean? Of course, we can't investigate the cellar from here, can we? If you're scared, you can wait here with Wooster, just the 2 of you. Let me through. There could be ghosts down there that a wannabe detective like you would miss. Well, we wouldn't want that, would we? You go then. Stop pushing me, Catriel. Yeah, why would anybody know, like any of the visitors know that there's a sealed cellar? Who spread that information? It must have been somebody that knew about this beforehand, right? Ah, this must be the hidden cellar. It's dark and damp and awfully cramped down here, isn't it? It's like we're exploring an ancient ruin or something. What fun! When you put it like that, Miss, it does seem rather fun, doesn't it? Pavlov, what's doing to you, pinstripes? Still, there's no time for games, isn't it? We must make a thorough investigation of this cellar. Is that the mirror? Yeah. That's not normal. The mirror, the reflection, it's hideous. Alright, then we found it, so it won't be long before... Yes, you're right, any moment now. One's advised not to approach the mirror, ma'am. Right on cue. Hello, Wooster. I presume this is the morbid mirror. Indeed, ma'am. The discovery of it here in the cellar is unexpected. Nevertheless, this is certainly the mirror in question, reflecting as it does a singularly pleasant visage, even as we speak. That's your own face, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. It is said that looking at Sagar's magic powers, one is reminded of a deeply reflective puzzle. Perhaps you're acquainted with this. Get to the light to shine on the treasure at the bottom of the lake. Beneath the water lie mysterious crystals that reflect just like mirrors. If you touch one of these crystals, it more than doubles in size. It can change the direction in which your light travels. Well... Huh. Okay. Well, this is the first one we have to do, I guess. Or do we? Need to hit this one, which can only hit by enlarging this one. Which we can not really hit from the bottom, except for if we do this, but then the apple must be like that. I mean, that's an old way, but it
Collate the
worked.
data and the answer will drop out. Puzzles are really very simple when you know the proper methods.
I mean, puzzles are really simple if you know the solution, right? When the light reached the treasure, it mysteriously floated up to the surface. Looked like it was searching for a new owner. Nice. Well, we did a very interesting way there. Very zigzag. I executed most keenly, ma'am, if I may venture to remark. Logic is a powerful tool indeed. It couldn't have been simpler. Now, if you will be kind enough to excuse me, I have a prior matter to attend to. Buttering is a busy profession, I see. Never mind that, look at this. There's a wife behind the mirror. It's a one-way mirror. Oh, a severed head. Save your vocal cords, Emiliana, just a mannequin's head. The head's a position that it appears to be an image in the center of the mirror. Oh yes, and in fact, this isn't a mirror at all. It's made of some special reflective glass. You can actually see through it. There's even a lamp behind the mannequin's head to illuminate it, look. Which gives the illusion of a severed head reflecting in a mirror. Lord, the mystery of the mirror is solved. Gosh, that only is one of the Right House horror stories remaining were murdering this investigation. Yes, it seems that rather than working separately, joining forces has really paid off. If you think so, I don't. What I need for a successful investigation is information, not collaboration. The only person I can rely on is myself. The other people are a distraction. Thanks for the pep talk, Amiana. I'll talk about thinking your top dog. Anyway, enough of this. Clearly the morbid mirror is just another trick. Somebody around here is setting up this so-called supernatural phenomena. Huh? Is everything alright, Miss Layton? Just had a strong sense that somebody's watching us. The last of the 6 hours, you mean? The searching soul? Couldn't say, but I think it would be a good idea to return to the living room. Not yet. I haven't looked for hint coins. But we're close. Ghosty needs its underskirt. Oh, what a silly little trick. There's nothing remotely frightening about this. It's when you're not expecting it that it scares you, isn't it? Okay, I looked for a hint coin thing there, but I guess not. Hey, fountain of coins. They give you a lot of hint coins in this one. I don't feel like you need that many, but hey. Now there's a suspicious looking box. What do you say? I wonder what's inside. No, don't open it. Something hideous could be inside. Oops, I seem to have opened it already. Catriel! Sorry, it just looks so fascinating to ignore. And anyway, there's no cause for alarm. It's only a puzzle inside. Fit for a king. Use it to castle to show the king the 5 treasure chests you collected on your adventures. Our castle regulations state that each visitor may carry only one item of luggage. You're here with 1 companion and you're 3-minute walk from where the king's located. How many minutes will it take to show the king all of the treasure chests? 1 chest counts as 1 item of luggage. Well, if he comes over, technically 3, so if you're just 3 minutes away.
And the answer will drop out. Clearly, I didn't have enough data for my analysis.
No, you have to go there and bring the king back. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, 6 minutes, that's it. Not 3, because you need 3 there and 3 back. Yeah, there we go. Just bring them over, don't carry them. Rather than taking the treasure chest to the king, you need to bring the king to the treasure chests. Nice. That was a fascinating one, Emiana. The puzzle was perfectly fine, but the way you opened the box when I specifically asked you not to and not. I'm sorry, I just can't have myself. The curiosity would kill me if I didn't look. Curiosity killed the cat, huh? Pretty poor pot, huh? Yeah, I don't see any other markers anymore. So let's go back to the living room. That's strange, no rooster, but he was just in here, wasn't he? Look, it's a ghost. Ooh. Where did it go? It just vanished. No, it went down the corridor over there. Oh, but listen, I can hear footsteps. Is someone climbing the stairs or something? Come along, everyone, after it. Well, somebody playing childish pranks to keep people away from the mansion. Are you alright, Liza? Goodness me, whatever is the matter? Y'all look as white as sheets. Where's the ghost? We were hot on its heels. Doesn't appear to be in here though. Must have vanished. You didn't see anything here, Liza? Oh dear, you haven't been plagued by a terrifying ghost, have you? Well, we saw a ghostly white figure, certainly. Oh my goodness, the house really is cursed. You didn't see anything yourself, Liza? No, nothing, just been here in this room, though. Well, this is where the ghost was heading, and there are no other rooms it could have disappeared into. Are you trying to suggest, Catriel, that it passed through a solid wall? Well, ghosts are ephemeral things. It could have simply disappeared, just like they appear out of nowhere sometimes too. Liza, do you have any idea what ghosts might be appearing in your home? No idea whatsoever, although I feel like I do understand how a ghost must feel sometimes. Whatever do you mean by that? All alone in the dark, the poor ghost must be very lonely, I imagine. I think they wander around looking for company, really, just like in this puzzle. Hello there, Anthony. How has it been going? Black ghosts travel along the white path and the white to travel along the black path. They've been split up from the friends in the black and white maze. Use the white panels to connect the maze path so that the white ghosts are united. The black ghosts are united too. Sorry. Okay, so no twisting, just sliding, huh? I see the trickiness in this. Let me check. The white ghost, no, the black ghosts are connected, and the white ghosts are also connected. I would say that's it. It's going. I think that's
This is an
something.
interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
There we go. Yay! The pairs of ghosts have been reunited. Very cold. Yeah, it is decently cold here too. I've been cozied up in a thick blanket here. Although I do have my window closed at the moment, but I had it open earlier the entire time. People are so scared of ghosts, aren't they? But even ghosts can have friends. Unlike me, all alone in this ridiculously large house. Liza! Suppose the ghost we just saw was a so-called searching soul. Yes, and I didn't see any sign of trickery this time, unlike the other 5 apparent supernatural phenomena. So perhaps, golly, it was a real ghost. Of course it wasn't. It must have been a trick of some kind. A searching soul roaming around looking for company. I wonder who that could be. That just literally mentioned that. Now I've uncovered the truth, this mysterious history. Interesting, I just completed my own profiling assessment and reached a conclusion too. Well then, it looks like it's time to reveal the truth about the White House horrors and the ghost that roams its corridors. It seems we both arrived at the truth at the same time. How disappointing. Let's go and tell Lisa, shall we? Liza, we managed to ascertain the truth about all the strange happenings here. You have? Goodness, that's a surprise. I must say nobody else managed to. I was expecting you to be a little happier at the news. Oh no, I am happy. Please to tell me everything you learned. Turns out the ghosts here weren't haunting the house after all. What have been haunting is your heart. Huh?
I've deduced the identity of your ghost. It's Miss Seeker. First name, Attention.
Who?
No, that's not right. Let me rephrase. Not Miss Attention Seeker, but Queen Attention Seeker the 13th. Liza, you used your wonderful craft skills to make ghosts yourself, didn't you? You deliberately engineered all this fuss, setting the people who came to investigate an impossible puzzle to solve. Liza, you've been lonely, haven't you?
Spooking the inspector is quite funny though.
I'm so sorry. I just needed company. I needed someone to talk to. Anyone. I just couldn't bear it any longer.
Well, you can always call on me, Liza. I'll be happy to chat with you anytime you like.
Oh, Catriel. You're too kind.
And don't worry, I'll give you my very best consultation rate.
Of course.
You're going to charge her?
Yeah, of course. I mean, snakes don't bite themselves, right?
You realise Liza hasn't been over for a chinwag, even once. You think she's dressing up as ghosts again?
No pause for alarm, Shirl. Liza has plenty of new friends now. Ghost hunters have flocked to the house. She's even set up a club for people interested in that sort of thing. It's called the Supernaturalists.
It is.
Perhaps they'd be interested in a supernatural talking dog, huh?
Hey, I'd wear clothes if I could. Anyway, I'm pleased for
I mean,
Liza.
you can.
At least she doesn't have to be a lone wolf anymore.
Just saying.
Yes, although she may be overcompensating. They seem to have ghost parties at the house every single day now.
Imagine having Cheryl wear one of those doggy hot dog costumes all the time. That would be hilarious.
She sent this photograph. Look,
I say.
Shocking.
Aww. Okay, that's cute. That's adorable. She was a ghost of a true potential for so long, just waiting in a big, lonely house for somebody to notice her, to be a friend. Now she has dozens of friends and you can finally start enjoying her life. And that's another case solved. That means we are now at the halfway mark of cases, let's say. Can we go to the clothing shop? Nah. I mean, that's kind of cute. That's one of the classic Luke anime style dresses. She has so many outfits. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty happy with the outfit we have for her.
that looks great, I think.
Yeah, it does. Well, let's go to the next case. Case 6. Remember, there's 12 in total, although it only shows 8 now. Although I can't remember if the others were like the special cases for the Switch or not, but oh well. This is definitely a place Inspector Hastings asked us to meet him, Ernest. Yes, miss, in front of the Layman's Reserve Bank, he said. Well, it doesn't appear to be open yet. I wonder what the inspector wants. Maybe it's some problem at the bank. I don't trust banks apart from Barclays. It's all in the name. Woof woof. Well, he didn't mention anything like that. He just telephoned the agency and asked us to meet him here. That was all. He's always doing this. The man never gets to the point. Well, anyway, it's a pretty impressive building, isn't it? Yes, it's amazing to think that just 10 years ago no one had ever heard of the Layman's Reserve Bank. Well, this building doesn't look new. I expect the bank bought it from somebody else, that's why. It's very important for a bank to portray the right image, you see, Shrill. In its name, its logo, and its office building. Barclays just has a canal and its logo. I like it. Oh, there's Inspector Hastings now. Come out from the inside back. Yes, and he looks troubled. Smell a case in the making. I wonder what's going to be. Ah, there you are, Cat. Thanks for coming. Good morning, Inspector. You have a new case for me, if I take it. Spot on. In fact, you asked for personally. You mean somebody else asked for me to investigate, not you? Spot on again. Your little agency's getting quite a name for itself now. It said I'd get in touch with you on the gentleman's behalf. Felt quite pleased with myself at this happens. Well, I'm glad the agency's becoming more widely known, but I'm not sure that's what that has to do with you, Inspector. Well, I'm the one who cottoned to you and greatest puzzle-solving abilities, aren't I? Takes a keen eye to spot a good investigator cat. He knows how to blow his nose trumpet. Explains the big nose. Well, it's jolly good news that the agency's getting the recognition it deserves, don't you think? It's a tribute to your wonderful detective skills, Miss Layton. Blimey, listen to me, Gasson. Come on, we better go in. Gentleman in question has specifically requested we keep this investigation. Hush, hush. Mum's the word, alright? Yes, Mum. Well, let's go in so we can find out what this is all about then. What's first? Let's look for hint coins, puzzles, and treasure. Coney color, huh? That's a spiky business. It's a private joke, or is it something you can share? You scare me. Anyway, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried, but I'm sort of curious. Call mushroom head, maybe? The sign on the door says it's closed, but I saw a woman inside before. In other words, it's closed, open bracket, unless we like you want to let you in, close bracket, huh? Bags. Oh? Ah, Mr. Turner, didn't know you banged here. Oh, hello, Miss Layton. Don't know where... Nah, to be honest, Matt sent me this puzzle and I just can't solve it. Really, Mr. Rector sets puzzles? Something, yes. You couldn't help me solve it, could you? Here, let me show it to you. Sometimes, not something. I can read, I swear. Just always seems to leave me on stream. The money of color. There's a wall with 12 sections that need to be painted red, blue, and purple, just like the ones in the picture. A pot of paint, one orange section costs £10. Red, 10 for blue, and 30 for purple. How much is the paint going to cost? Try to figure out the minimum possible price. Well, since purple can be mixed. For 5, 6, 7... No, actually, technically you can buy 2 if you mix one for both. So 6 and 6 is 12. Right? Which is not 12, but... you know. 12 by 10 is 120. Right?
This is an interesting one.
Yes.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Color theory in its simplest form. Mix 1 pot of red paint with 1 pot of blue paint. Give 2 pots worth of purple paint. Yes. Who would have thought? The only thing is you need like to get the right shade of purple, you need like the right shade of red and the right shade of blue. Because like any other shade but technically magenta, cyan and yellow make like muddied colors. Which is why when you mix like watercolors and things like that and you try to get a purple out of the red or something, it looks like muted a little bit and like muddled a little bit more in a lot of cases and things like that. And just because it's a different hue. There, that's how it's done. Is that a hell, Mr. Tor? Brilliant, you made that look so easy. Suppose your detectives are prime for puzzle solving. I'll bear in mind next time I'm stuck. Well, let's figure out the case and Layman's Reserve Bank. That's a grand entrance hall. Feels deserted in here without any customers, doesn't it? Oh, there's a woman over there though, look. Yeah, she's not a customer, that's a general manager of the bank. The general manager? She's important then. You said it, Sunshine. The Layman's Reserve Bank has branches all over the country. Each one's a branch manager, and that lady there is the manager of all those managers. The gentleman who asked for this investigation said she'd fill us in on all the details. Alright then, let's get filled in. Hello, I understand that you're the general manager of the bank. That's right off. And who are you coming in here with your dirty dog? We're not open to the public yet. I'm sorry? Gosh, have we done something to offend? No, sorry, madam. She's not a member of the public. This is the detective who will be investigating the case for you. Detective? This little girl, are you sure she's up to the task? This is a very complicated case, you know. Is it? We shall see. I do understand, ma'am, but I assure you Miss Layton here is slightly accomplished in the field. Well, let's hope so, because I demand perfection. Any slip-ups and I have to ask you to drop it. Please rest assured I solved the case for you perfectly. Of course, I need you to give me as many details as you can first. Would that be alright? Oh yes, I suppose so, Miss Layton, wasn't it? Yes, Gabrielle Layton of the Layton Detective Agency, and my assistant here is Ernest Greaves. Hello, I'm Bianca Teller. As you already know, Miss Layton, I'm the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank. Oh, please call me Gabrielle. No, I'd rather not. First names can be a source of confusion. Using people's full names is the perfect solution. This husk is a real barrel of lauds, isn't she? Well, then perhaps you could explain exactly what the problem is. It's a sensitive matter to be treated with complete discretion, you understand? Your secrets are safe with me, as safe as this bank's vault. Are you being sarcastic? No, I wasn't meaning to be. Is there some problem with the bank's vault then? Yes, I pride myself on my perfect security measures here. We've been the victims of a grand larceny. I say someone robbed the bank. How much was taken? 100 million sterling in notes. I see, 100 million? Wait, 100 million? That took a while to make click. I'm not expecting a windfall, huh? Uh-oh. Let me guess, it's a closed vault riddle. Did you just say 100 million, Shell? I don't think I can have heard her correctly. How much is 100 million? How many bags of dog biscuits would I buy? That would buy you all the dog biscuits manufacturers in the world, Shell. Really? I don't think I could eat all of them. Are you talking to your dog? You do realize the gravity of this case, don't you? You could undermine the whole bank. Trust me to get lumbered with a detective who talks to your dog. As for especially Bianca? Oh, Mr. Slowness? Interesting name. I wasn't expecting you, sir. Weren't you? It's my bank that's been robbed in it. You don't want the bus breathing down your neck, is that it? No, of course not, sir. Well, you clear and taken with my trace of detective, that's for sure and certain. No, sir, I am sure you've chosen perfectly. I cooperate with Miss Layton in any way I can. Glad to hear that, because she laid a hand in this investigation alongside the good gentleman from Scotland Yard. Oh yes, of course, sir. I'm sure they get to the bottom of it. Were his boots that shiny when he walked in here, or has someone been licking them? Ugh. Well, at least it means she stopped treating Miss Layton like a schoolgirl. You excuse me then, Miss Layton. Now that Mr. Sloane is here, I must be getting on. Oh, sorry, I hope we haven't kept you. It's just that the branch manager had to be taken into hospital, you see. Gosh, people sustained injuries in the incident. Oh, the doctors say it's not too serious, but he hasn't regained consciousness, so I have to fill in for him at the moment. I see, well, you're obviously very busy. Excuse me then, sir, I get on. So we haven't properly been introduced yet, have we? I'm Grant Sloane, it's the owner of this bank. I have been a few businesses actually, just one of them. It were Madame du Ballet who told me about you, so when I spoke to Inspector Hastings, I made sure he understood I wanted you on the case. Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Sloane. I do my best to live up to your expectations. He certainly looks the part, doesn't he? He's giant. He really packs a punch. A punchy of yours, you pinstripes. What's that at? Oh, no, I mean nothing. I believe I've seen you before, Mr. Sloane. It's at the premiere of No Self for Love, wasn't it? At the South Lobby. Oh yes, that's right. You solved that one as well, if I'm not mistaken. Does that mean you're one of the so-called 7 dragons? Well, it's not a title I've chosen for myself, but yes, people could call me that. Anyway, enough chat. Let's get down to business. Yes, of course. Mr. Teller informs us you've had a break-in. Mrs. Teller, not Mr. Oh well. That's an understatement. 100 million quid's hardly a break-in. Anyway, break-in, burglary, grand lacery, whatever you want to call it, needs sorting and fast. So first things first, let's show you a young detective here the vault where the money was, Inspector. Right you are, Mr. Sonas. I've already got the lads from the yard investigating down there. It's in the basement, of course. I'll explain more once we're down there. Was it a niffler? Wouldn't surprise me. So this is where the incident took place. That's the master vault of the Layman's Reserve Bank. 100 million quid in cash went missing from the inside there. Say, it's enormous. That's not a vault, that's a room. Was discovered missing early this morning. Looks like a classic case of grand lacery. Larceny, not lacery. Yeah, larceny. Lacery, huh? Oh man, I love Tiger Brain. So you gotta catch the crook who did it, then get the dough back as quick as possible, cat. You say people from Scotland Yard are investigating the vault, Inspector? Have you found any evidence that might suggest who did this? Not a flaming sausage. It wouldn't have taken a pro to crack it. It would have. I wanna give up. Give me the white flag. Reading on stream. I swear. Oh. Would have taken a pro to crack the safe, that's for sure, but even pros leave a trail usually. Well, not this time. Ah, that's strange. I need to ask some questions. Just before you do, love. Yes, Mr. Sonas? I think I'd like to see that great mind of yours in action first. Let's see if you can solve this brain teaser. It's not that I doubt your abilities, don't worry. I've heard nothing but good things about you. But I never deal with anyone unless I've seen them roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty with my own eyes. Oh, so it always it starts with a puzzle anyways. Password ABC. Now that it's a password to the safe, it's a 6-letter long and uses the letters A, B and C. Use the pointers on the memo to figure out the correct password and open the safe. Same letters repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. Same letter never appears 3 times or more in a row. A and C appear with the same frequency, which is less than the frequency of letter B. After C, there's always an A. Okay, so... I see how this is. Same letters repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. Same letter never appears 3 times or more in a row. Letters A and C appear with the same frequency. To C, there's always an A. Okay. So, the only things that can appear as A, and B, B. Letters A and C appear with the same frequency, which is less than the frequency of letter B. Problem is we have C, we have 6, so same letters repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. Letters A and C appear with the same frequency. Okay, so B is used 4 times, A and C once. So... So it's B, B, C, A. B, B. Same letter is repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. Same letter never appears 3 times or more in a row. Letters A and C appear with the same frequency. And after C there's always an A. Right?
I've seen how to solve this now.
Nice. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Puzzle solved.
Did it? Did I transpirating in the safer ones? What could be inside? Secret entrance to a disco, obviously. The light inside the safe slight up like that. Well, Mr. Sonus, I hope that's instilled some confidence in you about my abilities. Oh golly, what's wrong? He's just glaring at us. Miss Layton. I don't understand. She's off the puzzle. Why still looking so fierce? Cracking stuff, love. That's just what I was expecting. Even better. Oh, I think there was this pleased look. Remind me never to look when he's upset. Thank you. So, will you tell us the details of the case now? Of course, gladly. The mystery of the missing 100 million is up to you to solve it now. I do my very best to confine this mystery to history, Mr. Sonus. Just look how thick and heavy this door is. The vault door can only be unlocked by entering the correct password, and the only few people who know that code are Mr. Sonus himself, Miss Teller, who we may have met before, and the manager of this branch, and Mr. Shinplasters, who know in hospital, of course. So in other words, no one can open the vault apart from those 3 people, I see. When the security guard noticed there was a problem this morning, he found the vault door open already, and the branch manager was all cold on the floor. So presumably he was the one who opened the vault then. That's the only explanation we've been able to come up with so far, yeah. We had a good look at the vault door, but there are no signs of being forced to jam it in any way. Great big door like this one would be impossible to force open, surely? Exactly, so either Shinplasters was cursed to opening the vault, or the criminal slipped in after he'd opened it for himself. He must have passed out there, huh? There are the only 2 possible explanations as far as I can tell, right? No, there's another one. Ah, yes. I can think of it immediately. And I could think of it immediately when I played this first time, but that's probably because I watched too many crime mysteries, so... But hey, it's not the worst thing to figure out. Hello, what have we here? Miss Layton and your trusty assistant there in the screens, I see. Hello, PCB10, this is an amazing vault, isn't it? Although I imagine opening and closing it must be hard work. I had the self-same thought when I saw how thick the door was. Turns out it's motorized. All you have to do is enter the code and press the button, and the presto it opens automatically. So you don't need to be big and burly to open the vault, then I see. Not at all, Miss Layton. Even you'd be able to open it if you knew the code. Okay. It's a very impressive looking vault, Mr. Sloane's. Ah, yes, it's the Hermit 5000. Hermetically sealed and totally indestructible. You could fire yourself from a tank at this thing and the contents would be unharmed. In fact, it's not really enough to call it a vault. The thing is a fortress. Wow, does it really need to be so tough? I made it myself a lot. We're one of the companies. I owned it, anyway. Really, you own a company that makes vaults for banks? Let me tell you something, lad. It's not just people's money that banks' vault keep safe. It's bank's integrity and its customers' trust. Oh, that would be a smashing slogan for your new vault. So as soon as we completed the manufacture of the Hermit 5000, I had it installed here in the back. Thought it would give our customers even more peace of mind, that's what I thought. Can't believe it's been breached so easily. I was judged that one and no mistake. Ah, so it's the latest model, this vault? Look, it's a stack of money. That's hilarious. A 3D stack of money. I mean, better than a weird ghost. It's certainly better than the cat that wasn't a cat. I guess this is the security guard. I understand you were the first person on the scene, is that right? You're a security guard here, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. Still can't believe it. How could this have happened? That's what we're trying to figure out. Could you tell us what you saw this morning, please? Well, it's my job to keep watch in the foyer overnight, from when the bank closes one day to the next morning. I was keeping a lookout all night, but I swear I never spotted nothing strange. Then early in the morning, Mr. Shinplaster showed up as usual. He's the boss, see? And does Mr. Shinplaster is always coming early to work? Yeah, he's always been busy, so he usually tries to get in before everyone else. Must have had something to do in the vault, because he went straight through the foyer and headed downstairs. Not long after that, I heard him crying out, so I ran down here as quickly as I could. When I got here, the vault door was wide open. Did you look inside the vault at the time? Well, I was worried, see, I thought there might have been a robber in there or something, but I thought I should be brave, so I just peeped in quickly, and that's when I saw the body flat out on the floor. But that was actually Mr. Sinplaster, wasn't it? It was, yeah, and there was no one else about it at all, not in the vault or out of it. What did you do next? I dialed 999 straight away, of course, and then I called Miss Teller. She's the general manager. You're supposed to call the general manager if there's anything not right, see? When she showed up and saw the vault, she nearly had a heart attack, ran under me and quit gone. So it was Mr. Teller who first realized how much was missing? Yeah, it's not my business knowing how Mrs., not Mr., I always say Mr. Although how she behaves, she may as well be a Mr. It's not my business knowing how much it's stashed in the vault, see? Buy some blue shut up the ambulance. It was like a carnival around here. That's all I can tell you. And is it right that Mr. Shimplaster still hasn't regained consciousness? That's what I was told. Yeah, he broke both legs as well, but they said it wasn't life-threatening. There's a good chance he saw the culprit, though, but a dreadful shame we can't get a statement from him. Yes, that's frustrating, so we must push on with the investigation as best as we can. After everything we've been told so far, this does seem like a rather strange case, doesn't it? There's no trace of a robbery at all, not a single scrap of evidence. That's exactly the problem we're facing in our investigation, Sunshine. Well, before we give up hope, let's just look around inside the vault. That would be alright, wouldn't it, Mr. Sonus? Of course, I give you the guide too. Oh, we're getting a vault tour here, how fancy. So no one visibly in the hallway, huh? So this is what the inside of a vault looks like. It's enormous, isn't it? And so shiny, the entire thing is made of metal. That's for security, the vaults are just thick as the door made of heavy metal plate. How could anyone manage to see anything from such an impenetrable box? The answers are locked within her, and that's why we need to investigate. I mean, the gold's still here. Look, my scalp bullion bars, and so many of them. Beyond, huh? That's a prof. That's what I expect to see inside a large bank's vault, really? Huh? What is it? Have you spotted something, Cat? How long has this bullion been in the vault, Inspector? Do you know? They told me it's been sitting here for about a month now. In other words, the thief or thieves who stole the 100 million pounds would have also seen the gold, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's true, but Mrs. Teller informs me that every bar is accounted for and no gold was taken. Why was the what thief wouldn't be dazzled by all these gold bars? Yeah, that's a bit odd, come to mention it. I'd have added away in no mistake. I mean, not that the theft ever crossed my mind ever, but just speaking hypothetically, alright? I think even you'd struggle to make off with so much of this gold, Inspector. It's extremely heavy. Not something you'd want to be trying to move in a hurry. Yeah, that makes sense. When so, however, it was down too much. So you think that's why the gold was left untouched and only the readies got taken to you? It's only a theory, but yes, we won't know for sure until we've investigated more thoroughly. Inspector Hastings, were these pallets positioned like this when the vault was discovered open this morning? Absolutely, apart from taking the unconscious Mr. Shimplaster away in an ambulance, the scene is exactly as it was found. Apparently the missing money was stacked up on these pallets here. The banknotes weren't inside a case or box or anything then? No, not according to Miss Teller's statement anyways. All those notes would have been rather heavy, wouldn't they? One person alone couldn't have taken them, or surely perhaps we're looking for a group of robbers. That's a fair point, Sunshine. Buying guys are often carried out by more than one person. There's a good chance you're right. Look, there's a puzzle in here. Golly, Neville, do you think it's a particularly valuable puzzle here, miss? The puzzle's value lies in how interesting it is to the person solving it. Let's find out what this one's worth, shall we? Yeah, let's see if this is an interesting puzzle. Number line up. There's some pieces of paper hanging up with numbers on. And one of them is missing. Which number do you think it is written on the missing piece? Um... Okay, well, my brain is saying brr. What it would have been something to do with the flower. But I don't know if it does. Oh, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so it's a 2. Right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
This is an interesting one.
Okay, well, once you got it, then they added some clutter on the picture that, you know, could have been involved, but isn't. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, it's not worth that much. Well, with puzzles that interesting to stimulate my mind, I could stand to be a hermit, I think. Are there many more of them in there? Hey, they don't want your paw prints all over this nice shiny metal. Stop touching everything. I mean, why is she even looking in the vault? Like, just asking for friend here, cause, you know. Well, I guess let's investigate this. Golly, is this the charcoal line of Shimplas as the branch manager? Yeah, that's where he was found this morning. Looks like he hit his head when he fell onto the floor and knocked himself out, so they took him off in an ambulance, like I said. The lads mark out where he was found just in case it turns out to be important. It rather makes it look like a murder scene, doesn't it? Luckily, I don't think there's any chance of that. They say its injuries aren't life-threatening. But he hasn't regained consciousness yet, has he? Nope. The bloke's been away with fairies ever since it was discovered, which is a right pain in terms of my investigation. Could just ask him what he saw, we'd be in a much better position. Likely. Say, what an incredibly large fan. The lad is the heart of the Hermit 5000's ventilation system. The air temperature and humidity are kept constant at all times. Why do you need air conditioning in a vault? People only come in for very short periods of time, surely. We don't just keep cash in our banks, well, you see. We store expensive jewelry and works of art for customers, too. Things like that can be ruined by even the slightest variation in temperature or humidity. Hermit 5000 is just as strong as an ox. It gentle as the lamb to the things inside it as well. I mean, to be fair, CO2 poisoning wouldn't be too nice either, just saying. Oh, I see. Yes, rather like the air conditioning that used in museums and art galleries, of course. That's the idea, lad, yes, although I have to confess the fan's been on the blink of it recently, so we had it turned off. Obviously, that doesn't affect the security of the vault in any way, though. I see, so the air inside the vault is managed using the large fan which is connected to the ventilation system. Yeah, and that's why you build many fans that are on different circuits, many smaller ones, instead of one larger one, because if that fails, that sucks. Just saying. Fail-safe is a must in those cases. You know, building a large safe like this and then not building in fail-safes for, well, ventilation and things like that, not helpful. Oh, hello, DC Booker, so you're working on this case, are you? Could you tell us what you found out, Constable? Of course, well, I interviewed a number of people and, yes, here it is. Apparently there were workers on our art and very expensive piece of jewelry and the vault here as well as the gold. However, the thieves took only banknotes onto the vault of, yes, 100 million sterling. Value, not vault. So everything else wasn't touched. It's peculiar, that. Perhaps, however, It was, just couldn't be bothered to go through all the drawers. There are a lot of them. Didn't assume the criminal was as bone-eyed as you cat. Perhaps it was just a matter of not having enough time to take anything other than the banknotes. Pinstripes could have a point here, though. The problem with thievery is that in our day and age, like, the banknotes usually are number coded. So the banks usually know what they have, especially if they have larger stacks. So actually taking the banknotes wouldn't make as much sense. If you would take gold bars that have no labels, maybe. And if there was certain artworks and stuff, the black market would be a possibility, but it's way harder to circulate numbered banknotes than everybody thinks. Just saying. Pinstripes could have a point there, though. Well, according to what it says here, works on art things can be hard to solve without leaving a trail, you see. Yes, that could be why only the cash was taken, which is also hard too. But hey, whoops. I just waved around with my pen and I flung it. Luckily not too far, but oops. Apart from that, just say there that I need to carry on investigating inside the vault, so... Huh? I think we've seen enough in here for now. Oh, Miss Layton, have you worked out who did it already? No, I couldn't say just yet. We need to do a little more investigative work first. Well, I'm afraid I've got a few business matters to see to, so I have to leave you to it if that's right. Absolutely, you can leave this in our hands, Mr. Sonus. Thank you, Miss Layton, and good luck right there. Ta-da for now. With its bang on $100 million, I said he's got more than a few business matters to attend to. So Cat, as a result of our investigation so far, is my theory on what must have happened. You have a theory, Inspector? Why do you look surprised for? I'm a detective, Inspector Cat. What I reckon is the thief or thieves must have snuck into the bank sometimes last night. Then he or she or they waited for the branch manager to come in the morning, and he or she or they forced them to enter the security code. He or she or they only nicked the cash because it was the first thing he or she or they saw. And he or she or they didn't bother with the gold because it would have slowed them or them down too much during the getaway. In the end, he or she or they pushed shrimp plaster over their head and made a run for it. Well, what do you reckon, fingernail time? He or she or they could have done that, but is that really what happened, I wonder? What do you think? No idea on the mark, do you? Well, the security guard was in the foyer from the close of business yesterday right through until this morning. He claims there was nothing unusual all that time, doesn't he? Well, yeah, but... Not to mention that fact that immediately after the incident this morning, said he didn't see anyone other than Mr. Shinplasters. So apart from being long-winded, your theory also fails to explain how he or she or they got in and got out of the bank unnoticed. I suppose you got a point there. Back to the drawing board, Tom. What a shame. The bank will be in terrible trouble if you don't solve this soon. Theft of £100 million is going to be headline news all over the capital. Well, that's why it is also a rush. The press can't get hold of it. So you mean this incident hasn't been made public yet? No, Miss Taylor's been pretty nosy about making sure we understand that how it's and us to stay. It's bad news for the bank, this. I say it's not, if it's not dealt with in the proper way, it could mean they have to close down even. So like I said before, mum's the word, got it? But there's enough reserved in law. I'm only at liberty to keep this from the public for 24 hours, so we gotta find out before the end of the day. Just make sure you don't tell your neighbors about this or anything, alright? As if I'd say a woof to anyone. That reminds me, I think we need to ask Mrs. Taylor a few more questions. She had to dash off before, didn't she? Well, she said she'd be in her office if we need her. Alright then, shall we head up there now? You go ahead, I'm gonna stay here and push on with the investigation of the crime scene. Well, then let's go talk to her. Wow, what an office. Excuse the intrusion, but oh, Mr. Sun's here too. Looks like he's deep in conversation with Miss Taylor at the moment. Let me make one thing perfectly clear, Bianca. You're the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank, so you have to take responsibility when problems like this arise. If it gets out that we've lost 100 million quid, there'll be a rush on the bank, and all our customers will want to take their deposits away. And if that happens, we're finished. Am I getting through to you? Loud and clear, Mr. Slowness. Alright then, good. Got a lot of faith in you, though, Bianca. You weathered the storm for us. Thing is... What? Nothing. Forget it. So, where are you going now, Mr. Slowness? The ventilation in the hermit's playing up. I got to call the maintenance fella and get him to take a look at it. I see. Bianca, if you got something to say, spit it out, lass. Not really, it's nothing. Alright then, if you're sure I'll be off, make sure you see it to Shimpla's shop as well, won't you? Yes, I will. Golly, they're in a real fix, aren't they? We got to get the rotten mongrels or that mongrels that did this, or mongrel. Ah, Miss Layton, didn't see you there. How's the investigation coming along? Well, I think we just like to have a word with Miss Taylor again. Be my guest. Ta-ta for now, then. Oh, it's you. I thought you were supposed to be investigating the robbery for us. Yes, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm a very busy woman, so if there's something you need from me, could we keep it short, please? Not before we didn't snoop in your office. This is a jolly fine play, don't you think? It's alright, personally, I find the puzzle that's behind it more interesting. Gosh, I hadn't noticed. What a funny place to hide a puzzle. Puzzles and puzzling places. Traffic jam. There's a tale of a road plagued by traffic jams. The road has 2 lanes and it's quite narrow, so 2 cars can only just drive alongside each other. If the road's jammed up for an hour, there are 100 cars in the queue. And if it's jammed up for 2, there are 200. The only possible cause of the traffic jam is cars. What would be the minimum number of cars that could cause a 3-hour delay? Technically 1. The car that causes the jam.
You'll entertain my idea here. Still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
There's cars parked sideways along both lanes. That's enough to cause a jam. The question wasn't how many cars would be caught up in the jam, but how many cars it would take to cause a jam. Easy. There, did it, miss. I solved it. So you did, Ernest, just as well. I can't have my assistant being poor at puzzles. Absolutely not, miss. But there's no need to worry, won't let you down. Hey, fashion parting, not that I care for it. Gorgeous gift books. A little safe. Oh, look at that cute little safe. A word apart from the world we were looking at before, isn't it? Perhaps we should install a safe like that in the office, miss. Sadly, Ernest, I don't have anything valuable enough to put in a safe, or much money to speak of. And you've already got a safe place for your documents piled high on your desk. Yeah, nobody's gonna search for that there. You're interested in my safe now, are you? Well, obviously it's tiny compared to the Hermit 5000, but Mr. Sanders has this one put in as well. So it was made by his company as well? Yes, although I don't know much about his business affairs outside of the bank, apparently he markedly slid his safes as being as tough as a bank's vault. Your boss is a very shrewd businessman, obviously. Mr. Slowness is the perfect example of a manager as far as I'm concerned. Until now he's mainly focused on the financial sector, but I think he's intending to branch out into other areas from now on. Gosh, really is a very impressive man. Yes, it's quite extraordinary that in just 10 years the Layman's Reserve Bank has opened branches all over the country. These papers here, that's private bank business, thank you very much. I'm sorry, it becomes a habit, you see, when you're a detective. You do seem to have an awful lot of documents here, though, Miss Teller. What, these? They're all insurance documents, not that it's anything to do with you. I didn't realize the Layman's Reserve Bank offers insurance as well. Is that a new line of business you're pursuing? No, this isn't insurance for our customers, it's our own insurance. The bank takes our insurances against unforeseen mishaps and the like. There was a fire, some other unforeseen disaster, we get a payout to cover any losses. Well, this is certainly an unforeseen disaster, isn't it? A bank robbery on a scale. Yes, that's true. It just goes to show you never know what's around the corner. So the bank is insured? Uh-oh. Oh, it's Dr. I think that's last clue. So, you want to ask me something? Yes, that's right. I understand that the disappearance of the money from the vault hadn't been made public yet. Obviously, the bank doesn't intend to keep something like this a secret forever. But there could be repercussions far beyond the layman's reserve bank itself. What do you mean? I mean that the disappearance of £100 million is likely to cause widespread financial uncertainty, not just in London, all over the country. People will panic. That's why I've asked Inspector Hastings to keep this matter quiet until we sorted it out as best as we can. When the time's right, we issue a press release, and the bank will take full responsibility for any areas where its handling of the situation has been less than perfect. I see, thank you, that explains it. Gosh, Miss, I knew it was serious, but didn't realize it was this serious. We have to find that missing money. Well, I think we got the information we needed now. Thank you, Miss Teller. Don't see what any of that had to do with the robbery. What a waste of time. Don't worry, I assure you we tracked down the missing money. Oh, well, I'm not holding out much hope. Oh, don't you think that I'm up to the task? What? Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Doesn't matter, once all it has blown over, I expect to be saying goodbye to my role as general managers in any case. But that's not fair. I mean, it's not your fault, is it, Miss Taylor? It's the fault of whoever stole the money. Even so, the buck stops with me. I have to take responsibility for the bank's problems. And I don't imagine, well, I can't see you catching the criminals in this case. Oh, don't worry, Miss Taylor. Miss Layton's never been stumped by a mystery yet. No doubt she'll figure out who did this. Oh, I've never been stumped. Well, I suppose I should be reassured. At least not yet, so far as we have managed these cases. Did you find anything useful talking to Bianca then? Yes, she was very helpful, thank you. Although I don't think she believed what I was asking her to be relevant to the case. Not relevant? What on earth are we wasting time for them? Oh no, it's not a waste of time. Sometimes what seems irrelevant first can later turn out to be a crucial piece of information. So really any topic of conversation at all could be considered vital to the case. Yes, well, I suppose I can relate to that. It's the same in business. Oh, really? Talking to your business partners face to face is the only way you can get to know them and them you. So the most new business starts from an informal chat. So if I fully understand how important it is to talk with folks, it's just a shame. Well, I'm not the greatest conversationalist myself. No, I can see that. Miss, perhaps you shouldn't be quite so brutally honest. Come to think of it, I haven't had a good chat with Bianca for a while, not a proper one anyway. We used to have some quite involved conversation about business and the like. Oh, I didn't realize you and she had that kind of relationship. She's a cracking businesswoman, is Bianca. Anyway, always seeking perfection. I had no qualms leaving the running of the bank in her hands all these years. Anyway, I think I've done enough grassing, don't you? There's something about you, Miss Layton. I just find myself telling you stuff. Suppose that's the detective in you, huh? Suppose it is. Well, anyway, back to the matter at hand. What's your next move in that investigation? I was thinking I'd like to have a look around outside the bank. Outside, that's relevant? Looks like... you like to keep people guessing, don't you, lass? Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your take on this whole affair once I've finished your investigations. It would be really helpful if you could talk to the knocked out manager, but what are you sniffing around outside for? Had the robbery happen inside the bank? That's true, sure, but other than the missing $100 million in notes, we haven't found any single trace of criminal activity inside. So I was wondering if you might have better luck out here, asking people if they noticed anything unusual last night or this morning. Yes, perhaps someone might have even seen the culprit. Let's start asking people. That's odd. What is it? Look at that. That banner's hanging down from the bank building up there. There's something not right about it. Oh, Teddy. No, I mean, there's something strange about it. Just can't put my finger on it. Alright then, we can investigate the banner at the same time as asking people out here if they notice anything. Okay, well, we did already click on the banner, but it doesn't give us anything. Excuse me, sir, I was wondering if you noticed anything strange around here. Say last night or this morning. So, I don't know, really. This is so-called business district, open bracket, boring, close bracket. After hours, everyone goes home and it's pretty deserted. If anything happened here last night or early this morning, I doubt anyone would have been here to see it. Oh, I see. Great, there goes that idea. Maybe around here found a few in the gutter before. Can we help? I'm rather visit at finding things, actually. Who are you, and who says I'm looking for something anyway? Well, you did just now. You were saying how you found a few in the gutter before. I didn't say that you're hearing things. When to get yours cleared out. Shady. Definitely shady. Mass busy cooking up his next idea for a film. I think you can't keep that up. Hold on. So we're supposed to look at the banner, but we couldn't. Nope. Can look at the other side there. There's a banner missing, huh? Oh, I got it. I know what's not right about this banner. It's left. In other words, there isn't one on the other side. It looks unbalanced. Unbalanced, yes, I suppose it does, miss. You wouldn't expect to see one hanging down on the other side of the bank entrance as well. Barclays would never have only one banner. I don't suppose it could have anything to do with the robbery. I wonder if it could possibly connect it. Could it be connected? A missing banner? Did they maybe use the banner to climb? You see what I see? Daddy man over there, you mean? Yeah, he's been loitering around here looking for looking dodgy for a while now. He's hightailing it. He went that way, towards the river. I knew he was suspicious from the beginning. Sure, Cat, it was all you, nothing to do with old Shull O.C.K. Holmes here. He was clearly behaving strangely ever since we first spotted him. Well, I thought so anyway. Thank you, Ernest. Anyway, after him, boys. The case is hotting up. Think we might have just found the lead we've been looking for. Where did he go? He must have come this way. Perhaps he slipped off down a side street or something. Well, I think it would be worth asking people around here if they've seen anyone suspicious. I haven't been here in daytime on this side yet, so that's interesting. Does she have another riddle for us? Just asking for friend, because she always does. And she does. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is a perfect place to jog. Seems to go on and on forever. Like her, she's not even panting. Oh, I forgot this puzzle where I was running along before. Can you solve it, do you think? I mean, maybe. Class election. Class of 10 students are voting for class representative. They had to write their names and the name of the person they were voting for on the ballot paper. Everyone voted and no votes were invalid. Candidate A received 5 votes and candidate B received 4. How many people did not have their names written on the ballot paper? 0, because everybody written their name before the name of the voter. way too easy. There are 2 names written on each ballot paper, the name of the person and the name of the person being voted for. Everyone has to write their own name on the ballot paper and I'm voting. Yes, indeed. That was a gold medal performance, that was well done. Thanks, are you really going to give me a gold medal? I hope so. Excuse me, you didn't just see a young man running past, did you? Wearing glasses and acting secretively? Hello, sir? I hear you lost. Can't help you, sorry. I've enough problems of my own at the minute anyway. Can't believe I lost it. It means the world to me, that picture, so it does. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. You dropped it somewhere, perhaps? Oh, you're one of those, are you? Oh, of course I dropped it. It updated it was in a shirt pocket, but it must have fallen out. I looked all over, but just can't find it anywhere. There was a fair wind just before dawn this morning, so I expected it to be blown away. Tell you what, why don't you have a go at this brain teaser and about the photo? Could do with a lot. Picture the scene. There's a girl selling ice cream at a stall on a viewing platform. A boy with a camera comes along and takes a boy-girl shot. What is the minimum number of people that could have been on the viewing platform when the photo was taken? At a stall on a viewing platform, a boy with a camera comes along and takes a boy-girl shot. Technically 2 if he takes a selfie with the ice cream girl, right?
So, in conclusion...
Boom.
That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
I'm on a roll today. The boy-girl shot was of the girl working at the store and the boy with the camera. AKA a selfie. In a way. Still across, that was not bad. I'm impressed, so am I. So, hang on, now what's this now? Have you found something? Photo, I thought I lost it, but I'm after finding it in my other pocket. Ah, what an idiot I am. That's smashing, I'm pleased for you. So remind me, what was it you wanted before? You said you were looking for your specs, wasn't it? No, we are looking for a young man wearing glasses, a very suspicious looking young man. Oh, that fellow acting all weird, like he's got some big secret. If it's him, you mean he was heading for the bridge. That's great, thank you so much. Can feel my voice slowly giving up again with all this voice acting stuff that I'm trying, even though it's not real voice acting clearly. Where did he go, that suspicious looking young man? The editor is giving us a slip again. Oh, there's the banner. You see that, Miss Layton? There's a piece of cloth or something flopping about over there, look. Oh yes, isn't that? It looks like the banner from the bank building. Yeah, the banner of shame, you're right. Why would the banner from the bank have ended up all the way over here? Yes, that's a puzzle. Hello there, we see Layton. There's a story in the morning. Making, as we say. Layton. Oh, we're seeing a Layton. There's a story in the making. Ah, there we go. Yeah. His thing is so hard to read. As we say in the office now, so come on, what's the dirt? Over here, you see, there's a banner snagged on a bridge. Cool, blimey, so there's indeed. Perhaps I think it could have something to do with a rather strong wind that was blown just before dawn this morning. Blew itself almost straight away, mind you. I think that would explain how the banner had come to be caught on the bridge here, got blown by the gale. All the way from the bank, it must have been a veritable hurricane. Didn't notice a thing in the night, though. Enough of this windbaggery now. There's the dirt, come on. Methinks you're working on a case, what's the deal? Remember not to mention the 100 million the money cat. Don't worry, Shell. I'm afraid we've nothing to tell you, though. Just walking my dog. I'd like to believe that, but my dirt alarm is beeping like a radar in the blitz. He's a reporter. That's who he is. No sign of that suspicious-looking chap there after. Hope you enjoyed your food, by the way. Might as well head off the bridge then, I suppose. Lead the way, cat. I will lead the way, cat. It's alright, so the banner was blown here in a strong gust of wind, a very strong gust in fact. We have one more clue to go for. Maybe we can get this by either finding the guy or talking to the injured man that opened the vault first. If it was good, it was Mexican food. You mentioned you don't have a lot of Mexican food over there. I mean, it's not that common, yes, at all. But I mean, we're also not bordering Mexico in any way, shape or form, so, you know. Wonder if someone from the bank will come to retrieve that banner. We should let them know it's here, I think. I mean, it must be a pretty huge banner to... Oh, the doggo. Almost missed him. Well, unidentified coast? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, look, Shell, it's your dummy friend again. Oh, him. You might as well ask him if he's seen the chap we're looking for, Shell. Yes, he might have some useful information. Alright, I'll go and say a quick move and see what he knows. How's the Tenenhound still sleeping? Yeah, afraid so. You really worked hard, you know, lad. So what are you chasing today? A dirty looking guy wearing glasses. Looked like he's hunting for something the whole time. Have you seen anyone like that? Well, there was a guy kinda like that who walked past not too long ago. I remember cause he wasn't looking where he was going and he nearly trod on my paw. That sounds like a man. Which way did he go? Just over there, Hal, across the opposite side of the river. Can't say he's still there though, no. Well, thanks anyway, that's a big help. Oh, you're one. Hey, hounds helping hounds, right? But yeah, I tell you what, right now I'm good for eats, but when the going gets tough, maybe you could share one of your bones with me or something? No problem, got some biscuits with your name on them for dessert too. Ah, now you're talking, Aunt. Hey, okay, let me actually look at what this is. Let me open Twitch and see. I'm curious now. What is this unidentified ghost? I need to get into my own stream though. Have to mute that. So... Damn, I have a lot of... Is that really Gorgontus? It must be. So it's a Gorgontus. Wow. He has a very good special attack, but a very bad attack. And, like, a very, very bad attack, and decently bad defense, but decently good special defense. And standard initiative. What a waste. Oh well. Oh, boring. Rigged. What is streams rigged at? Well, did you find anything out, Joel? You saw a man not too long ago. Apparently he was heading for the other side of the river. Over the bridge, alright? You're not getting away from us this time, Mr. Shady. Not that guy, obviously. Can ask him. Excuse me, Mr. Fisher, you haven't seen a suspicious-looking chap passing by this way, have you? We're looking for him. Suspicious-looking chap, Fisher, I mean, I feel like I might have done yes, or did I? This puzzle moment once set me on, see? I feel like I can't concentrate on anything else later, or can I? Do you think you were about to give 5,000 subs somehow? Good thing you waited. I'm afraid you rather lost me. That's not good if I can't get this puzzle out of my mind. I'll never be able to think about anything else ever again, ever. I mean, you'd rather spend your points on a card pack or something, just saying. A cold fish. There's a sunny island that's always warm. Popular fish sold at the shops is packed in ice to keep it at optimum temperature for freshness. Needs 2 blocks for 1 day and 3 blocks for 2 days. So for example, 5 blocks would be required for 3 days. New fish has just been caught. What's the minimum number of ice blocks needed to keep it fresh for 1 week? One. Just a giant one? I don't want to calculate, so I'm just gonna be...
That was just a warm-up one, wasn't it?
Oh, hold on. It's just been caught, so 0 if it's still alive. 0 ice blocks, right? Let's try. Can just be in water if it's fresh. Shell on its back, yeah. There we go, yeah. Since it's freshly caught. Put the fish in the tank and let it dip. You wouldn't need any ice blocks. Yeah, but the thing is, when you catch fish on the fishing boats, they usually immediately freeze it. Like, really, really freshly freeze it. That's how we get fresh fish everywhere. Gonna make me sing for 15 minutes straight. No, it's sing talk, it's not just sing. It's sing talk. You acquired the recipe for cheesy my steak. Brilliant, now I know the answer to that puzzle. I feel like I can think clearly again. That last no word were you saying? We were wondering if you'd seen a suspicious looking chap around here not too long ago wearing glasses. Ah yes, I remember. You've seen him? You think he looks fishy as well? Well, I can't really say if he was fishy or not, that's not my thing. But I did see a fellow wearing glasses. He was weaving about like a lost soul. Seemed to be heading for the wharf, I think. I don't wrap. I can wrap myself up like a burrito in a blanket, but I'm not gonna wrap for 15 minutes. The was wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Fisher. If you're here, we might catch up with him, miss. Hello there. Ah, detectives, I'm going out, but there's a problem. Problem? Would it help to tell us about it? Alright, then wrap yourself up like a burrito for 15 minutes. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of really cozied up like a burrito in my blanket here. Ah, yes, problem is puzzle, this one. Okay, let's solve his puzzle. That's why I talked to him, even though we knew where we had to go. There are 4 railways running parallel to each other, and each has 4 stations. Costs £2 to travel through unlimited stations. On one railway line, it costs £1 per station to travel on the bus starting vertically adjacent stations on different railway lines, where it's the cheapest possible route from the station at the bottom left, taking in all 3 of the red stations along the way. There's no other possible mode of transport. 4 railways running parallel to each other, and these has 4 stations. Costs $2 to travel through unlimited stations on one railway line. It costs £1 per station to travel on a bus that links vertically adjacent stations. I mean, it's 4 railways, but maybe it's one line, you know? Cheapest possible route from the station at the bottom left, taking all in 3 of the 3 red stations along the way. Okay. Costs £1 per station to travel on a bus that links vertical and adjacent station. Okay, so if we start here and we pay £2 to go to here, we pay £1 for the bus. £2 for the bus, £3 for the bus, and then we have it, right? so £5. Alright? 1, 2, 3, and then the line is gonna be the same. I think it's in the wording, probably.
I
Let's
see
see.
how to solve this now.
No?
Oh, that's not like me.
But like, you seem to have got your fair calculation right. Four railways running parallel to each other, and each has 4 stations. Cost £2 to travel through unlimited stations on one railway line. Cost £1 per station to travel on a bus that links vertically adjacent stations. Different railway lines. What is the cheapest possible route from the station at the bottom left, taking all 3 of the red stations along the way? There's no other possible mode of transport. Hold on. On different railway lines. Okay, so technically, if we are dumb calculating this, so we have to travel through a unlimited station on one railway line, which means £2, £1, £2, £2, £2, £2. So 2 is 4. And 2 is 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically. I don't think that's right.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Not good, Catriel, not good.
Well, the other ones I could solve with logic. My brain is now tired, so... This is just 3 or something stupid. Let's try 3. 1 for the train, 1 for the bus.
This is an interesting one.
I mean, I didn't think
What's
so.
with me today?
Okay, so... Find the hardest route for all 3 red stations, yes. Continuing from end 1, the hardest route passes through 8 stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Continuing from hint 2, the first stop is the station at the bottom right, so take the direct route there. Yeah, I mean, that's 2. 1, 2 is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Except for if you don't stop there, so... But then even then it's 2. You can just pass through the red stations, there's no need to stop it, and be careful when you're calculating the fare. It doesn't make a difference if you stop off then or not, right? 4 railways running parallel to each other and each has 4 stations. Costs 2 pounds to travel through unlimited stations on one railway line. Costs 1 pound per station to travel on a bus that links vertically adjacent stations on different railway lines. What's the cheapest possible route from the stations at the bottom left, taking in all 3 of the red stations along the way? Well, the thing is you can travel through here and then go back here, but that's still 1. And then you can do 2, 3, 5, 7, huh? Maybe.
This should do it, I think.
I mean, it's travel through. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. My brain is just too tired for this. It makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can just travel through here in a loop and then whatever. But I didn't... Yeah, whatever. How's that, Hans? Does that solve your problem? No, yes, this is the answer. Thank you. Okay, let's catch her thief finally. Let's see, or not the thief, but the suspicious looking guy. We don't know if he's the thief. Hey, this little scam's leading us all around the houses. Wish I had sweat glands. Don't worry, Charles. I think it's nearly over. Today's pavement's pounding, that is. Pavement pound? Don't say that. You know, I get edgy when we're near Battersea. I think we cornered our man at last. He's not going to get away this time. No, he's not. Oh, look, this little cat has picked up a puzzle from somewhere. Think it wants you to solve it, miss? Well, let's do that. We are Siamese, pretty please. It's always what this design reminds me of. The numbers on the stitch tell you display board are lined up in order with the lightest on the top. Which numbers go in the concealed spaces in the middle? I mean... Hold on. Numbers on the stitch tell display boards are lined up in order with the largest at the top. But then, is it the division that counts? So 65 divided 8 and then 10 divided 6. So is it like 65 is not minutes, definitely not. I mean, 8 sounds like... The thing is, it's lower, but it's not... I mean, if it's like lower than the ones down below... But 10 divided by 6 is like 1.333, right? No, 1.666, right? Hold on. No. Yeah, 1.6 with the line on top must be it, cause it's it's 2/3, and then 65 by 8. It's like something like 8 point something. So it's always one higher. .6 and 8 point something. I mean, clock times don't make sense. What could these numbers mean? And what would be in between? I have no clue. I'm honestly too tired for this. Let's see the first hint, maybe that helps. Instead of looking at each number in isolation, look at them all together. Are the numbers on the board anywhere about your person? What? Sixty 5 to 8 and 10 to 6. I have no clue what they mean. We had to figure out with the board this way up, but 901 and 895 doesn't make sense. Are these like bone numbers or something? $901 and $895. Oh yeah, no, but then yeah, my brain just couldn't handle that. So 901 and 895. That means in between must be 9. So 600. Stop with 9. Right?
I've seen how to solve this now.
Yeah.
Puzzles
I'm sorry,
are made
guys.
for solving.
Could have maybe gotten it if I stared at it longer, but I'm way too tired. Yeah. Okay. Fair. There you go, all stuff for you. Looks like you have another satisfied customer there, miss. Helping dogs, cats, birds, you're a veritable Dr. Dolittle of puzzles. Okay, well, I guess the last thing to do is to talk to him and to finish the other case. The stolen banknotes. There you are! No, it's you again. Who are you anyway? We'd just like to ask you a few questions, that's all. Why, I don't even know you. Look, I'm busy, alright? Get out of my way. Good itchy paws, have ya? Sorry, I'm afraid we must insist. Stop blocking my way. I simply want to ask you some questions, that's all. Why are you so desperate to get away? 'Cause you're a bank robber, perhaps? That's it, pt.5's laid on him now, make him squirm. Bank robber? What are you talking about? That's crazy. The only thing I know about bank robbery is this. No, you have a riddle for that, huh? Like security. There's a mysterious thief after the treasure. Keep the jewels safe by activating the security system surrounding the 2 jewels with lit up panels to protect them. Touching a panel makes it light up red, and when the system is activated, the adjacent panels on the direction of that arrow light up. This continues until there are no more panels on the sequence. Which panel needs to be lit up first? Touching a panel makes it light up red, and when the system's activated, the adjacent panel in the direction of that arrow lights up, and this continues until there are no more panels in the sequence. Okay, well. So all of them need to be lit up. So the last one in this would be... This one would be the last one. So... Going back here, that one needs there, those lead there. That one needs there, that one needs there. That one needs there, there. That one needs there. But then we're stuck here, there. How are you gonna get these? There's like 2 here missing or 3 here missing. I mean, we can get these. But we cannot get this one. I mean, I guess they're going back and forth, huh? So this one goes there. There. And it goes back and forth. To hit this, there's no panel that hits it though. Huh. And this goes like this though. So if all of these that follow this. So if this one then lights up, this one lights up all of these. And they don't connect to this side. But then how are they gonna get this? I mean, I guess they're surrounded now, right? It's under, yeah, surrounded 2 jewels, so I guess this works. Boom. Okay.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Okay. No, my entire brain is just like, but directly surrounding them, but no, that makes sense. There's no way someone like me could rob a bank, is there? I mean, think about it. You don't fit the typical pattern, I admit. Bank robbers don't tend to linger about on the street. That's what I've been telling you the whole time. In that case, what were you doing outside the bank before? You were looking for something, weren't you? No. You cheeky little mongrel. Get your dog under control, he keeps growling at me. Yes, and if you don't start telling us the truth, he's going to sink his teeth into your behind. First the left cheek, then the right. Now, who's being cheeky? That's not in my contract. Alright, I tell you the truth, I was picking up money outside the bank. Money? Yeah, I don't know why, but I keep finding 50s lying around on the street. So then I started looking around for more. I found some in the river too, and on the bridge. I wasn't really looking where I was going most of the time. I was just following the notes. You mean you haven't deliberately been running away from us? Didn't even know you were chasing me. Oh, it sounds rather like we've been pursuing the wrong man. Yeah, I think he's telling the truth. That wasn't that late. But why is he finding all these banknotes around the place? Yes, that's curious, and the worst thing is... What? He's getting to them before I am. These notes would have been mine. Cal, behave yourself. Sorry, Shaw. Only joking. Don't want my behind bitten. I don't bite behinds. I don't bite anything apart from my tongue most of the time. Aw. Oh, so banknotes lying around in the street by Lyman's Reserve Bank on the bridge and along the river, huh? And that's the last part of the puzzle. Well, let's solve this, shall we? Case complete. That's it, no question. This mystery is history. You solved the myth. Oh, splendid. In that case, we should get back to the bank, shouldn't we? Gather all the relevant parties. Yes, there's just something that I need to take care of first, Dennis. Could you get in touch with everyone and let them know the situation? Of course, they'll leave it to me. Cat, are you sure you've cracked it? Haven't gotten the wrong end of the stick or anything. No pressure or anything, but you know, 100 million quid. Relax, Charles. My deduction is as safe as the house. And I just hope it's safer than the bank safe was. Amen. Well, you did drop the money. Did I get the right message, Cat? Have you really cracked it? There's the 100 million then. Patience, Inspector. Let's wait for Miss Teller to arrive, shall we? You can fill her in later. Mr. Stallone is here. I'm sure you can't wait to find out the truth either, can you, sir? I think we should wait for Bianca like the last sis. You do? Alright, well, if that's how you feel then. I'm sure she won't be long anyway. Ernest has already got to fetch her. Ah, there she is, Lucy. Apparently you think you found the missing money? Good, now everyone is here. Let's go to the vault and talk about what happened.
Hearing that £100 million had disappeared, we all naturally assumed that someone had stolen it or hidden it somewhere. But in fact, it literally did disappear.
I get it, yes. It's all about perspective, eh? It disappeared because it was never there in the first place.
Wrong.
Oh, it was there. But the question is, where is it now? And the answer is gone with the wind.
You've got to stop watching that film, Cat.
All those crisp notes, carried away on the breeze to become the property of the vast sky, where greed and wealth mean nothing.
Oh, poetic.
Have I mentioned this nice little place I know, where people look after you in crisp coats? Crisp, white coats.
You mean
The
an
money
asylum?
is gone. It's the property of the heavens now. Isn't that right? Oh, hell.
That's her voice? Oh my goodness.
You can't be serious.
Yes, Miss Layton. You're right. Well done.
Kill me now, or tell me it's the 1st of April.
That's her voice? Sorry, I'm just stunned by that.
Cat, come on. Explain before my head explodes.
A vault for such large sums of money naturally calls for extremely thick, impenetrable walls. As a result, the interior is a hermetically sealed environment. A completely airtight box. No one could steal anything from such a place, surely.
Yeah, exactly. And that would include the wind.
Sealed environments need aircon to stop their contents spoiling. And that's the key to this case. Sadly, the brand new air conditioning unit in the vault malfunctioned on the night in question, leaving a near vacuum inside. Early this morning, the poor, unsuspecting branch manager came in to check on the vault, opening the door and breaking the seal. The sudden rush of external air caused all remotes to be sucked into the ventilation system and ejected out into the night sky over London.
Sounds like she smoked Marlboro Reds for 40 years. They wanted to do it in a ton of light. Oof, no, oh my goodness. That's a different time period entirely, luckily. And yes, the lady does sound like she smoked a lot.
And of course, while a theft would have entitled the bank to an insurance payout, an accident like this is the bank's responsibility.
So who's actually to blame then?
If I had to identify a culprit in this case,
Also, if an aircon is like that airtight when it's shut off, there must be a lot of CO2 in there. I mean, monoxide, so CO, not CO2. Which means that the guy would have probably passed out for good if he went in there. Like, I mean, air rushing in is, but it takes a while. Just saying. So, that's a miraculous aircon that like completely like shuts off any airflow. But then that's the money outside, right? Just saying. Because it would, like, if it's long enough for the air to not flow, then the money would have gotten stuck inside of it. At least part way. Plus it would have surely had some security grids, because money like that can just flow out all through other grids, then these could easily or decently easily reach somewhere inside that, right? Or else it would have like clogged the aircon system, except for if it's like a ginormous vent.
it would be the person bank who resolved to dress up the truth as grand larceny. The Layman's Reserve Bank's general manager, you, Ms. Teller.
Da-da-dum.
Oh, I've given my all to this bank over the years. And it's over now, I suppose. I can't possibly hope to keep my job after this.
Can't you?
Sorry.
I don't want you to quit, Bianca.
Mr. Sloanes. But
Miss Layton explained everything to me earlier, so I got the boffins on the job. By analysing the wind direction, we worked out a plan and sent out the cleaners to fetch the money back. We got about 80% of it. Damage control, you could say.
80% of 100 million? The other people that find the money is gonna be really happy.
really?
Right?
Oh, thank goodness.
That's not to say the remaining 20% isn't going to sting. At £20 million, that's quite a loss.
Of course.
But in some ways, 20 million is a small price to pay.
For a broken aircon?
That new vault, the Hermit 5000, is a product of one of my affiliate companies. If we hadn't identified this malfunction before we'd sold it to countless other banks, we could have been in for damages far exceeding 20 million.
Well, maybe it would help to have, again, multiple smaller ones as fail-safes on different loops. And then maybe, how about a filtering system? Like, just to be smart, that money cannot be sucked out.
So, I've arranged it that my vault manufacturing firm will compensate the loss. The bank can continue to operate as normal.
Yeah, and that firm surely has 20 million just laying around.
Oh, Mr. Sloan. Thank you so much.
Gotta give it to the voice actor though, that's impressive.
I hope you'll continue to do the
And I
sterling
love
work
that they
you've done
go
up
up
to
to-
now for the bank.
Definitely.
The least realistic thing about this game is the idea that bank owners and then evil and greedy. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, let's be real, that's not ever hardly going to happen, but I must say that was a truly inspiring piece of detective work. Here that cat Pinstripes is a big fan, like the surprising cause of this whole case. Don't know how you worked it out, Cat. No one else could have arrived at such an obscure truth, I'm quite sure. You're a sensation, miss. Thank you, Ernest. Oh, that reminds me, you received these flowers earlier. Put them in a vase later. Oh, they're beautiful. Who sent them? Mr. Soames, miss. He said he wanted to thank you again for helping everything out. He's a little overbearing to look at, but he's a very kind man, actually. Yeah, I can't believe he didn't give the general manager of us the boot. I think perhaps he misunderstood because of his appearance. I have to tell him it would be nice to meet him informally sometime and chat about something other than business. You're a braver person than me, Count. Apparently Mr. Shinplaster, the branch manager, has regained consciousness again now and is experiment too. The lucky guy missing the whole thing. It's amazing to think that £20 million is still missing though, isn't it? Wonder where it all ended up. Not in my pocket, sadly, not even one note. And now it's like a dream, isn't it? Money just raining down from the sky. Yes, that would be amazing. Wait, that money you put in your desk drawer before, Miss Layton, don't tell me you... Of course not, Ernest. That was payment for solving the case. Good, we at least gotten paid with not just flowers, but actual money. I mean, we helping so many millionaires out here, you know, with their precious cases, so of course, like, I love that Kat said she was poor before. I wonder where she spent all that money. Like, surely they must have paid her. I mean, we helped 3 of the, like, drowned people here in London. Technically 4, but I doubt the mayor case, since it was a police case, technically would count. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply, pinstripes. No, you meant to imply. After the incident, the bank had a brand new vault installed, the Hermit Mega Safe. Now the Diamond's Reserve Bank has the very safest of safe and the most balanced of banners. Who could fail to trust them with their hard-earned cash? Honestly, if my bank's vault had a fan like that, I would never trust them. So, yeah. Well, that means we're technically halfway through the cases, although we only have 2 new cases for next week. Ratman returns. And the Goddess of the Flames. Ratman is like a reoccurring character in the anime too, so I'm happy that we see it in the games. But yeah, let's see who is raidable. I am so tired now. This was... I swear, reading these voices just drains you. What are they playing? Buxus Tacos playing Strange Antiquities. And Slade Aspire from Crowbird Cannon. What's Slade Aspire? Maybe we're gonna raid Crowbird. If it would load. Yeah, let's raid Crowbird. It looks like it's a dungeon crawler-esque game. Go to dashboard. So for those of you who don't know Crowbird Cannon, he's a multi-gamer. He plays Nuzlockes, he plays like fun Zelda games, he hosts fun, I mean, till now only Zelda trivia game shows, but those were amazing. But he may venture out into other branches of that in the future. And he plays like some tower defense games, TCG card shop simulator, all those kind of things. And this one seems to be like a turn-based, card-based, like fighting game here. So let's rate him and see what the game's all about, shall we? But yeah, I will be back on Thursday, hopefully with not too much of a pain of like finishing the penguin and its autumnal accessories. I had an idea for making a cute leaf cape for it, so we shall see if that works out. I'm gonna like work off of no pattern, so it's gonna be my own, so we're gonna see how that goes. It's gonna be all from my head. And of course the cute pumpkin hat that I wanted to give it. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully way better than last time. We're not gonna talk about last time. To be fair, the card I pulled after was more than making up for that. But hey. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on Thursday, and then on Sunday we're gonna continue the Catriel Layton cases. We're gonna take care of Ratman and the other case, and then we shall see where this game leads us after. So I hope you all will either have a good weekend to Sunday if you're just here for the gaming, or I hope to see you all back on Thursday for crafting, and I hope you all will have a lovely Wednesday. And thanks for hanging out, people. And of course, enjoy the raid, as always. So have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.